Hey guys, Allie here tonight. I wanted to bring up how we go about our day, and if we are complaining, if we are a complainer, or we are being a victim to circumstances, how that's very disempowering to creating a life that we desire to live. So if we are complaining about circumstances, that right there holds those circumstances in place. Anytime you're complaining about something, you are giving your attention to it and you are focusing on it. If there's something that you're not happy with and you don't want to experience anymore, rather than complain and bitch and moan about it, and I say that with no judgment at all, guys, because I've been there. But rather than do that and keeping your focus and your energy in that reality, choose how you would like your reality to look instead. So many times, and like I said, I did this for so long in the first part of my life, where you would gather and you would complain. And let's just use work for an example, because it's easy to relate to, and for most people. Let's say that you have a job and it's not the end all be all. It's not something that your heart's really into, and you would like to change that. And there's a lot of things about it that maybe don't make you happy. And you want to have something different. You want to manifest something different, something that you're into, you're passionate about, and you're fulfilled and make a lot of abundance through, and all that kind of stuff. Well, a lot of times, a lot of us will bitch about the job and complain about the job and pick at it on all the different ways. And we'll do that with people. And yes, sometimes it can feel good to do that, because there's something about getting together and bitching about something. But in reality, there's nothing positive or good about it. I mean, maybe you're unloading some stuff, and if you just let it go at that, that's fine. But what I'm talking about is a continuing to complain and bitch and about a circumstance or a job, and continuing to ruminate in that and complain about it, instead of taking your focus and putting it on what you'd like to experience instead. As you take your focus off of the current reality and complaining about it and resisting it, because resisting keeps it in place, as you take all that energy away from this current reality that you no longer want to create any more of, and you put it within your imagination, within yourself, on what you would like to have instead, that's when you really start to change things. You always have to change from within before you see any of the results on the outside, the external, in the 3D. So if you want to have a different form of work, and like I always say, know what you want, get clear on what you want. If you don't know what you want, if you have no idea, make time to figure out what you want to create and how that would look for you. It's so important to have a focus and a goal on something, so it can become very easy for us to imagine and inhabit and embody that state. And it makes it easier when we're more definite in what we want. Now, it may turn out like what we envision, or it may turn out to be even grander than that. But have a definite vision, have a definite end result that you would like to experience, and know what you would like to create. As you continue to put your energy on that and your mind, that is going to create a change without. Now, what a lot of people do is they'll go there in their mind, but then they'll continue to kind of like pick at the current circumstances, pick. What I mean by is complain. And like I said, all that does is that just holds this exact reality in place. Now, I get it. Like, it might not be the most enjoyable job or circumstance that you've ever been in. That's okay, because that's just what is now, but that doesn't mean that it will stay in place. When you change your vision and when you change the reality that you identify with, then it will change. So as you're going throughout your day and things are as they are, inhabit that vision, that state within, and reside within yourself in that state. Don't get caught up in the fray and all the, whatevers that used to, really bug you and you would like to complain about. Let all that go. Be the best version of yourself. Show up in the best way possible. Do the best job you can, give it your all. And know that it is changing. It is always changing and has to change because you've changed. But the thing is a lot of times when people complain and then, when you complain, you get in a lower vibrational frequency. You really don't feel like doing your best. And then you justify why you don't want to do your best. It's just a whole lot of creating the same kind of situation. And if you're in that complaining mode, then you just continue to create that same kind of situation of complaining. Rise above that, and reside in the state of your desire within. And then as you go about through your day, as things change and it might look the same for a little time and stuff like that, and that's fine, but always reside within and your desired state. Just keep coming back to that. And in the meantime, let go of the low vibrational, victim mode or complaining or anything like that, because that does nothing for you. It keeps you in place exactly where you are. And you're meant for bigger things than that. So continue to focus on what you desire and give your best, give it your all every day. Remain in a very focused, knowing, trusting, positive state, knowing that it's all unfolding perfectly and unfolding in every moment, and it will come to fruition in your 3D. But as you remain above, everything that used to annoy you, and you remain in that higher state, aligned with the vision that you want to create, and then go about your day and do your best and give it your all and stay in that high vibrational frequency, your reality will change. And it will change in so many ways, on so many levels. And it's going to reflect back to you exactly what you desire, or like I said, something even better. But just, guys, if you catch yourself, like I said, the biggest part for me is I always want people to be more in the observer mode than getting caught up in the circumstances or story mode. Because when you're in the observer mode, you are in a place of power because you can choose, and you're observing how you're acting. So if you're caught up in a story or not, instead of being enmeshed in the story and getting, taken away with it. As you're the observer, you can consciously create what you desire. And when you find yourself, if you find yourself wanting to complain or, bitch with somebody and all that kind of stuff, now this is not what I want to create more of. I don't want to keep stuck in this reality, and complaining and focusing on it is going to keep me here. So I'm going to choose to stay in the version of the reality that I want to create instead. And like I said, when you're the observer and you're consciously and intentionally choosing what you want to experience and identify with, that is huge. That is when your life starts to really change. And like I said, in some major, major ways. But yeah, guys, so that's it for tonight. I hope that was relatable to some people out there and helpful. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.